Do you ask what if questions? Aloha and mahalo for joining me. I'm Janin. And do you ask what if questions? You know, what if questions are very important for you to ask in your life and in your business. Now, they both carry a lot of weight, right? Your life and your business. They always seem to go together. Even though we think we can separate them, it's not possible. I know I've had a business for over 25 years, and it always seems to mesh with each other and seems to overlap somehow, right? And all kind of comes together. But what I want to ask you to seriously think about is what if questions. So I want you to make a list. Remember, I always talk about writing everything down. It's really important. But I want you to start off with writing what if questions. So some of the first questions I want you to ask yourself is, what if my business were successful? What if my life was successful? What if my life and my business worked well together? Okay, I want you to start off by asking these questions, these what if questions. It'll be amazing to see what you come up with. You'll be amazed at what you come up with. I want you to take the time every day to ask yourself those questions. And it's really important that you write it out on paper, these questions and your answers. And it's good to go back through them. And I always suggest keeping it in a notebook that you created yourself, which, you know, makes it more interesting, right? So ask yourself every day what if questions, because you never know where that question can take you. I talk a lot about using your imagination because you're a creative woman, and creative women, you have such great imaginations because you use your creative gifts. So just take the time every day. It's good to start off with asking yourself questions first thing in the morning. But if you don't have time, any time of the day will work, right? Ask yourself what if questions in the morning and see what you come up with. And it's good to just let your mind go too, you know, as far as like just letting anything that comes to your mind just flow and just write it down. Because you have a life and you have a business. Now, sometimes we tend to like neglect our life and work more in our business, right? And it depends where you are in your business as well, right? It depends how much time you can devote to your business because you have certain things going on in your life. Like some people still have young kids and some people don't. So, you know, usually that happens to, that allows you to work a little bit more in your business if you don't have children that you have to take care of, right? But ask yourself what if questions. These are powerful questions to ask. And when you ask powerful questions, you'll get powerful answers. And that's what you need in your life and in your business, is these powerful answers. So start making it a practice of asking yourself these powerful questions in both areas of your life. Now, you can ask these kind of questions in any area of your life, right? It doesn't really matter. The thing about it is that you don't know what's possible until you ask. You know, do you remember being a little kid asking your parents for something? Or if you grew up in a family where you didn't have both parents, do you even remember asking any one of your parents who you lived with for something that you wanted really bad? Or did you want to go somewhere? Or did you want to do this thing? Or did you want to go with your friends? Do you remember asking and asking and asking until you drove your parent crazy? I think if you think back, you might remember a time or two, right? Sometimes those things are hard to forget. But the idea that I'm trying to share with you is that usually when you keep asking over and over and over, you'll get some kind of answer. So be persistent. Like when you were a kid, it seems like when we're a kid, it's so easy to just be persistent and do whatever and be carefree, right? We don't have any responsibilities and all of that. But when you become an adult, somehow our life just changes and we don't seem to be carefree like when we were kids, right? We get stressed out easy. But think back to when you were a kid, because as a kid, you learn really valuable things looking back at it now. 2020 vision, 20 looking back, 2020 looking back at your life, you get a clear picture of a lot of things. And so if you can look back and see what are some of the things that you asked and you asked your parent or parents for, it kind of gives you a good indication of what you were dealing with at the time, or what your interests were, or what you were feeling. So use that as an example for you to use now in your life. So look back at when you were a child so that you can do the same thing now, so that you can actually ask yourself what if questions. Just keep asking and asking. You'll be amazed at what you come up with. Because you have such a great imagination, it'll be interesting to you what you come up with. And that will lead you to some really good ideas in your business and in your life, and the different areas of your life as well. So take the time every day, ask yourself what if questions. So another question that I want you to ask yourself every day in your business is, what if your potential client is ready to buy your art or your project or anything that you create? What is it that they would be interested in purchasing from you? Just keep asking yourself that question. What if my customer is ready to buy from me? What is it that they would like to purchase? What are some of their interests? What can I create that they would really love to have in their home? What could I create that would bring them joy or happiness? Or just ask yourself these what if questions, okay? Or what would questions, especially when it comes to your business too, right? Because you never know what your potential client would love. What in your art would they love? What would they love to purchase? So get in the habit of asking yourself these what if questions. Keep asking every day. I'm not sure if you've ever taken the time to really write it down. All right, you can do this. You can do it. You can take the time every day, schedule it out first thing in the morning. So just take a moment and sit and just be quiet. Even if you have to close your eyes and ask yourself what if questions, sometimes it's good to talk it out loud, to say it out loud to yourself. But just close your eyes. It helps you to kind of just settle everything down. Sometimes there's so much going on in your family or your life, or you live in a noisy neighborhood. Just close your eyes and just take the time to write out some what if questions and just think about it. And I have a free guide for you, and it's the 7 things that you can do to transform and ignite your creative business right now. You can click on the link in the show notes and go grab this free guide if you need help right now. And I also have a free 30-minute strategy session if you'd like to work with me. Click on the link in the show notes and let's get started. And please share this video with anyone who you know would get great value out of watching this video. And please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video. And if you need anything, you can leave it in the comments, or you can actually email me at janin@fashionablefinance.com. But I'm here to help you, and I'm here to help you in your business and your life too, because they go together, even though we think they're separate. For some reason, they just tend to merge without us even realizing what's going on. So I know you can do it. If you have anything to share, I would love for you to share it with me. Send it to me. If you have pictures of your art or anything, send that to me as well. But if you need help, you let me know right away. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Aloha.